So I'm Marjolein and I like to have it short and blonde again.
Yeah, we're going for ultra short and a nice feminine style still because you're a woman.
Yes.
And I ask you to turn around so they can see how your hair is growing, and it is about 9 weeks. Okay, so you still have a wonderful hairstyle.
Yeah.
Only in the neckline you have a very creative neckline that you can see now because it turns all the ways. It's almost like I did a tattoo without knowing it. Thank you very much. Hello friends on YouTube, got myself a short model again. To start as always with protection. I have freehand in the style we're going to make, so. But I know what she likes and she has a lot of hair. It's a bit strange now, her hair. It feels different than normally because she had corona some time ago.
Yes.
So that always gives a reflex on hair. But free of that, life can start over again. Start with wetting the hair. Het is al een hele bos geworden weer.
Ja, daaraan kun je wel zien dat het lang geleden
Ja,
is.
enorm. Talking about her hair, she has very thick hair. She has a lot of hair. I think it kind of takes a little bit of tan. It's a conditioner that normally you rinse out, but I also use it by cutting. I'll show you that. Tan is a fluid of glint. It's new, but I use it also as a leave-in conditioner, especially when the hair is a bit dry. I just apply it on the top. It makes cutting a lot easier, but also the hair more smooth. So I advise the brand to make it also as a leave-in conditioner. It takes out all the roughness of the hair and makes it nice and smooth. Put on my glasses and start to cut. Starting on the sides, so I turn it a little bit so you can see a little bit more. Take the hairs up, push them up, and most of the cuts I do scissor over comb. Her natural color is an ashy blonde. So when I make her bleach, I can use a very light bleach. Don't have to use much peroxide. Lekker als het eraf is, hè? Lekker fris. In the meantime, we talk Dutch for those people who ask what kind of language they use, because we're Dutch. To go to the fine part of my comb. Correct the lines. Hold them ultra soft because I think to create a feminine line you have to use soft lines, even when they're short. Go in, clean the contour line. The underline of the contour I do with a small clipper, so I can make it easier for myself. Turn on some more. Coming at the rounding of the skull. Push the hairs up. And lay them in creative rounding. So I also cut in that rounding. So I follow the lines of the skull. Het is echt hard gegroeid wel, ja.
Toch wel, hè? Want
Ja.
je ziet dat er ook donker eraf geknipt wordt.
Enorm.
Maar het model was niet zo heel erg eruit.
Nee.
Dus het is veel
Ja, het
dikker
groeit veel
en het is
mooier
wel
aan.
in de lengte gegroeid, maar wel... ik liep nog niet voor gek of zo.
Nee.
Het was eigenlijk, ja... als jij nu met vakantie was geweest...
Pull the ear down and go in the opposite lines of the flow. Behind the ears, go in and push the hairs up. So I pull with my comb the hairs straight up. Go in the underlines of the line I just cut. Freehand scissor. So I don't lean with my pink on pink wrist. I hold it open so I can freely move around. The line of cutting. Create a nice jumpy effect on the back. Connect the lines. Go to the underlines. Take myself every time apart to work on. And watch the hair fall. And in the meantime, you don't see that because I pull all my comb to the left side. So I pull the hair straight out of the skin and let them stand straight up. So go in the opposite lines. Still work with a freehand scissor. Go to the fine part of my comb. Go gently up. Take the time. See how wonderful soft these lines are. Turn a bit more, right on top, to the jumpy effect I want to create. The nice thing of the fan I put in front of it is also that my comb never gets stuck into the hairs. When the hairs are dry and hard, your comb can stuck into the hairs. You don't have the free feeling of just moving from the neckline up. And because I'm going to bleach the hair, I don't wash the hair in front. I don't want irritation on the skin, so I can use every protection that I can get as a hairdresser. You see the wonderful crown she has, so I go in the opposite lines.
Wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful. You're unique with that. Your crowns.
Yeah.
And I really like them because I like the waves and the feeling of it. Doing short hair is always an adventure because you have to find out the best way to do it. And you cannot do it twice. You only can do it once. Short is short. Go to the fine part of my comb again. Follow the opposite lines of the roundings. Turn a bit more. Start with a slice cut to make a soft connection from the upper hair to the lines I just cut. Then go into the eyebrow lines. You because when I go from the front to the back, I have to work the other way around. En een goed jaar wel echt hard, schat.
Ja, toch?
Ja.
Want ik dacht eigenlijk, het is minder hard gegroeid
Ja,
dan
het is,
vorige keer.
nee, het is een goed kapsel.
Ja.
Daar zit het in. Als dat kapsel goed is, dan blijft dat heel lang mooi zitten.
Ja.
Als ik zie hoe donker jouw uitgroei is en hoeveel de uitgroei is.
Ja, toch iets van 1,5, 2 centimeter.
Ja, 2 centimeter of zo, ja.
Ik vond het leuk, want ik had zo hier zo aan de zijkant was het heel mooi gemarmerd, maar bovenop zag het er eigenlijk nog steeds gewoon blond uit.
Ja.
Omdat het bovenlaagje blond
Ja, maar dit
was.
is juist mooi, want
Ja.
dan krijg je dat onderste randje, dat is dan donker.
Mhm.
En die uitgroei die komt dan heel mooi in die lijnen te liggen eigenlijk. Dan krijg je een beetje die shadows in je haar. Not much, just a little bit moist. Go sit a little bit lower. I really love to sit when I'm doing hair. I'm a lazy old man that works more than 70 hours a week.
Ja, not so lazy.
No, not that lazy. And sometimes 3 weeks behind each other without weekend. But I'm not a workaholic, but I really like it. It's my most wonderful thing I can do in life, doing hair. And make people beautiful. Turn a little bit more. Start with a slice cut on the thick parts of the sides. Find myself the balance to the back. But she has thick hair, so can I use on top also a lot of slice techniques. Then I go back to the line of cutting. Lifting up, connecting to the back. Holding some length on the sides. Take up with my scissor in the line of the eyebrow lines. So I can do this slowly for you so you can see what I'm doing. Taking up. Taking up. And catch it every time with my comb. Go on in the line of cutting, connect it to the back. Do this all in a freehand style. Go to my fine part of the comb. Holding the softness. Ik vind het juist zo mooi dat zo'n kapsel zo puur is ook.
Nee, je doet niet te veel gekke dingen erin.
Nee. Now I'm going to take a small comb, a fine one, and my small clipper. And I'm going to do the contour line. Take my smallest clipper of Fiona. Hij doet niks. Prima contourline. The softer the lines are, the nicer they are. Also when they grow back. Turn a bit. En je hebt van nature heb jij hele mooie draadjes in je neckline zitten, dus ja, daar krijg je ook die vormpjes van. Want dus dit loopt hier naartoe, dan loopt deze daar naartoe, die loopt daar naartoe, dit loopt in het midden. En hier gaat hij weer heel sterk die kant op.
Allemaal gekregen.
Ja, ons papa en ons man.
Ja.
Ja, leuk is dat, hè? Zal een van je ouders ook wel hebben, zoiets.
Waarschijnlijk.
Ik kan sommige modellen echt wel aan de neckline herkennen.
Want dat is dus echt heel persoonlijk, of
Ja.
bij iedereen anders.
Ja. Zo is het mooi. Get rid of the small hairs I don't need. See also not need. Ik heb hier niks aan, hè? Die contour aan. Create a nice run on the ears. Create a nice soft side beard. Some softness on the contour and on the baseline. So when it grows back, the first part where you can see the darker hair is on front. It's also nice when you have a grow back, you have always a connection to that. So it makes even the outgrow sexier. Looks good, huh? So now I can go to the top. Took myself a large Kiona scissor because I'm going to use slice techniques in the underlines. And just freely let the scissor do the work. This is the coolest scissor I think I have because it looks like shaving blades, but then as a scissor. You have hollow blades and they're also sharp. And for those who think it's not stable, a big scissor is the best scissor you can have when you want stable scissors. Using also nice slice techniques in opposite lines, so you get a bit tease into the hairs. So get a lot of movement into it. And when you touch her hair, she bites. No, it's not true. But she could bite. In the opposite lines of the rounding, I go slice first the lines onto the line of cutting. And now I use only the tip of my scissor, of course, because these are fine slice techniques. But you can see how wonderful this slice is. Just watch through the hairs, if you can see the balance of the hairs, and you can see this by the light color, because when I have every time wear the same amount of hair, I get the same shadow effect into the hairs. And it's still summer in Holland, it's still ultra hot, so it's very nice to have thin hair. In the winter it's better to have some hair, because it can also be very cold in the Netherlands. But mostly it's not. I would like to have snow now. And Christmas feeling. I would dream of a white Christmas. Go to the fringe. Make a nice soft fringe line. Using only the tip of my scissor. You can really feel where the hairs are a bit dry. Finding the balance. And when you slice, you have to have wet hair. You never slice dry hairs, it's just damaging the hairs. Stabilize my scissor with my fingers. So now control the length. The nice thing of this scissor is that it has also very nice shapes. And for those who like fiddle sassoon techniques, there's a little curve into the scissor, so when you want to move your scissor around, it's very easy to do. I don't like this because I think this is the way of the shortest lines, but if you want to, you can really turn this easy around. Find this scissor on Kion. It's not even an expensive scissor. It's about 200 euros or something like that. Go gently over the top. Not taking off much because then my techniques are gone. When I've done this, I can make a bleach. Make the bleach on 6% base, it's 20 volume. We'll use a little bit dark bleach, black bleach of rover hair. And of course, the violet bleach, because otherwise I cannot get the yellows out of her hair. Final control and making it even more beautiful. I really love to play with scissors. Scissors are my best girlfriends.
So now I can make her bleach. Okay, made her a bleach. What I told you on 6%, that's 20 volume. Put on some protection for bleaching. I really love plastic foils. And I always recycle them, so don't worry about that. Thought I had two, but I only had once. Don't need protection for my hands because I don't touch the bleach. Put in an extra conditioner. Put in what I told you, a black bleach of rover hair. It's a fluid bleach. And a silver bleach of Lakme. Also I put in step 1 protection system. So I don't have damage on the hairs or the skin, because skin is the most important thing. Because hair is wick, pull it apart, a little bit on the contour. Don't have to be much, just a little bit. And always apart on top. This gives some air between the plastic foil and the hairs, and all the heat comes up. Close this. And then I told you what we are going to do. But we will certainly be back. That's one thing for sure. We'll be back. Travel to time and space. We'll be back. Bye bye. Back from bleaching. After 40 minutes, rinse it out. Put in the toner I show you now of rover hair. It's a lavender color, so it's a violet lined color. Product just from Lakme. Watch what it is. Lakme products. It's a fluid. And applies very nicely and it smells really nice, ultra soft and protecting for the heat with the blow dryer. Use of my fingers.
En dan betalen mensen gewoon de normale prijs?
Nee, 20 euro.
En jij geeft het aan de voedselbank?
Ja.
Oh, wat een sympathieke actie. De voedselbank kan het gebruiken, want ik begrijp dat er eigenlijk steeds maar meer mensen zich melden.
Ja, maar het wordt ook gebruikt voor mensen die wat extra voeding nodig hebben.
Ja.
Dus ook als ze zieke kinderen hebben of dat soort dingen. For so far blow drying. Now I'm going to use a spider product. Of course with spider fibers. It's a product of Glint. Don't use much, just a little bit. This amount. And the nice thing of the spider product is that in opposite lines of the clay you can also add some soft shine to the hairs. And it's restylable. So when she wets her hands and she goes through the hairs, she can really make the difference. She can make tough things like this, or just put it down like this, and get really the shapes I made into it by slicing. Now I thank her for being my model. I thank you for watching. She will turn around to show you the end result, and we see each other next video. Bye bye. Mooi hè? Dankjewel.
Hello, I'm Marjolein, and I like to have it short and blonde again.
Yeah, we're going for ultra short and a nice feminine style. Still, because you're a woman.
Yes.
And I ask you to turn around so they can see how your hair has grown. And it is about 9 weeks. Okay, so you still have a wonderful hairstyle.
Yeah.
Only in the neckline you have a very creative neckline that you can see now because it turns all the ways. It's almost like I did a tattoo without knowing it. Thank you very much.